Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So today we'll be talking something very important, but this video is really very offensive. And the fact that this video has been up on TikTok for a while, it's very crazy. And the fact that 1 point something million people already use the filter, right? So somebody actually woke up and all they could of all filters to do is just to do blackface filter, right? With black women, the way black women try to make their hair and fix their hair and all that. The filter is not funny. And people wake up each day to gaslight black people and think it's cool. There is nothing cool about this filter. And the fact that this video and the filter has been up for heaven knows how long, right? And a lot of people are using it. A lot of people are using it. And the reality is that they know why they are using it. And the name of the person is Bobby, right? Bobby Effect Curator. The fact that a lot of people are also keying into it using that blackface is something I found very horrifying. It's really disgusting. TikTok, why is it that black people's content are being suppressed on TikTok? But look at what people are out there doing, blackface in 2024. Let's get into this video.
I just got my motherfucking hair did, ho. Don't try to FaceTime.
And this is why we need real history to be taught and a refresher course on minstrel shows and blackface in America, because these are whole adults out here using this filter. And I have questions, TikTok. Who approved this? Who moderates and picks what filters are offensive, okay, or can you just put anything now on this app?
Bitch, I just got my motherfucking hair did, ho.
2024, and minstrel blackface filters are a thing on TikTok. This filter, created by Bobby here, has been used and used and used over 1.3 million times. And before some of you all get cussed out in my comments section, a simple surface search of blackface will tell you what it is and why it is offensive. And they're not using this filter in some kind of aesthetic. They're using it in the classic sense of how blackface was used in the first minstrel shows, when they were used to mimic as white people believed black people were and to pass on stereotypes. And these performances were intended to be funny to white audiences while debasing and dehumanizing the black community. And that is just what these filter users are doing now. And Bobby knew what he was doing. Even as we look at this plebeian apology that just drips with the standard white apology once they have been called out for some bigotry they've engaged in. Because every one of these apologies has to have the standard, I'm sorry if I offended you. Let this sink in. I constantly get community guideline violations for addressing the misinformation and stereotyping of the black community by rocket raccoons, racists, and bigots. And TikTok, you're allowing people to just create blackface filters with no consequences.
I want to show you something. Do y'all see this? Apparently, this is the person that created it. Just take a good look. So, all lawmakers who obviously can't, they have nothing else better to do. They want to ban TikTok or have it sold to a corporation here in America like BlackRock, which owns a piece of it, Oracle, which also owns a piece of it. So I guess they want 100% owned by BlackRock and Oracle, but I digress. They want to ban TikTok because of Chinese, the possibility that the Chinese government might be able to data mine us, take our data. Even though American-based social media companies like X gonna give it to you, aka Twitter and Facebook, have already had that happen, but I fucking digress. But if our lawmakers actually spoke to the people who use TikTok on a regular basis, not the fucking Hollywood stars that want it banned or whatever the fuck, if they had spoken to the actual users, and not the ones that TikTok wants to promote. No, I'm talking about actual users like myself. They would find that there's a hell of a lot more reasons to ban TikTok besides Chinese data mining. For example, the blatant racism, sexism, homophobia, xenophobia, anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, transphobia, and ableism that TikTok just allows, while they also simultaneously silence the voices of people in marginalized communities, silence the voices of people who are putting out educational content. Now, I've made this video before, over and over and over. And in fact, in the almost 4 years I've been here, I think this has probably been the biggest subject that I've talked about. Because on a nearly constant basis, TikTok does absolutely nothing when shit like this pops up. Nothing. They're biased mods. And I'm just gonna call it. The mods are fucking racist. They are. A bunch of right-wing assholes. But they will allow some of the most egregious shit on this social media application, while they're also, content violating a bunch of marginalized fucking content creators. But not that. They don't see a problem with that. I mean, for fuck's sake, look how many videos are connected to this. Just think. See, my problem with TikTok has always been the same. The inconsistency. You can get a copy of their community guidelines, and you can make video after video after video highlighting examples of people violating those fucking guidelines. And then you'll get a violation. I know, because it happened to me. Fucking guy comes on, talks about fucking black women in some really racially fucking sexist ways. I show a video where I'm like, hey, yo, look at this. And here's your violation. Here's the two that he violated. I get the violation. See, this is why if Congress is going to want to ban this motherfucker, then let them ban it for the right reasons. Not because of Chinese data mining, and not because you have a personal stake in Meta or fucking Google or X or whatever the fuck. No. If you're going to ban it because of some of the things that go on it. I would be more than fucking happy, absolutely more than happy, to go and testify in front of Congress or the Senate or whatever. I would, absolutely. I'm a user of TikTok. I have one of the larger platforms. And I have proof of what I'm talking about. Some of the shit that I've seen, some of the shit that I've heard, I have proof. When TikTok allowed you to download a video, they fucked up. They fucked up. Because I got examples like a motherfucker. And some people that just say some outlandish ass shit and get away with it. But that's the thing. That's the thing. TikTok could have fixed this already. Because I'm not the only one that says this. I'm not. I know damn well I'm not the only one that says this. TikTok could have fixed this years ago. I've only been on here since the late stage, the late months of 2020, and I've seen some shit. I've seen some shit. So y'all can go find that. I genuinely choose not to because it's just fucked up. I just used a screenshot. I wasn't about to fucking download that bullshit. No. The answer is no. But somebody needs to explain to me and the users. And I'm not talking about somebody else. I'm talking about the mods or the CEO or Shochu needs to have a fucking live where he hears this shit to his fucking face. Explain to me, how is it that you can fly from Singapore to America to testify that you are not a member of the Chinese government and you're not trying to data mine people for the Chinese government, but you can't fly your motherfucking ass anywhere or have a live anywhere where you get a chance to talk to the people in these marginalized communities and see some of the proof that we have of how your mods are biased and some of the shit that is allowed to get away with is allowed to get away with, whereas those same mods violate every one of us. That's what you need to do. But I'm pretty sure it won't happen because heaven forbid we fuck up that, Temu Lite, aka the TikTok shop, right? Right?
So this is all I got from this video, and the fact that people are doing something like this is really very distasteful, waking up each day without a break from pop colored people or whoever that really, I don't know whoever did this. The fact that this is up on TikTok and about 1 point something million people already used it. Like T. Nathan said, they're not using it for aesthetic or something. They actually know what they are doing. And blackface isn't just about painting one's skin darker or putting out costume or something like, to make it look darker. It invokes a racist and painful history to black people. And the fact that black people cannot actually say reparations or talk about black history on TikTok without being shadow banned or without being taken down or without your views being suppressed is just another thing, But somebody got this filter out here and it is okay. It's out there. A lot of people are saying it. A lot of people are using it. Nobody is saying anything. Nobody is doing anything. It is okay. Make this make sense how this is okay. Making mockery of black people's history or their trauma or their experiences and all that. I mean, it's 2024, but it looks like there is nothing actually changing because tell me how a full-grown man actually came out to make this filter. And he did not just make the dark face, the wig cap and all that, the nose. If you look at the people that already use the filter, you can see that they really did not mean well, They actually came ready because they actually came to mock themselves or gaslight themselves or manipulate themselves, not people that look like me. It's draining waking up each day to something like this. You have no idea how draining it is. How we wake up every day to be in people's business. Why we rarely get ourselves involved with all these people. But there is no day that passes by. Every day they have something to say. That really shows how upset some people could be. You say you do not like me. You don't want to look like me. You don't want to have anything to do with me, right? But you cannot stop talking about me. You cannot stop looking for a way to get my attention. What is that called? Are you not chasing cloud? Are you not mentally deranged? Because it's only a mental deranged person wakes up to do things like this. Really, I have a lot of questions to ask TikTok, but I wonder who is going to answer it. But this really shows and tells you that nobody really got your back. You really do not have any ally. Because in this video, it's been flying around on TikTok. 1 point something million. You know what 1 point something million is? It's a whole lot of numbers. A lot of people have used that. It really sucks. And I am sick to my bone marrow. I am sick of seeing things like this. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.